Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of, I still haven't thought of a name for this, Planet Coaster series, I guess. I'm not really sure what I was doing at the beginning of this video. I'm not gonna lie, I know that in a moment I'm gonna have to talk over, like while the ride is running for you. I slowed it down to normal speed. It is a bit jerky, for some reason it didn't record it properly again. I've been having trouble with it, I've got no idea why. And it didn't record sound this time. Yeah, I might just give up with all of this technology stuff. So you can see from where obviously already, I thought the bit that you haven't seen because all of the recording was really iffy was where I've actually built up around the start of the coaster. I'm not too sure if there's anything that's too different along here or not. I think that one bit that is, I know you'll get to see that bit as well, so that'll be okay. So the coaster clearly comes down and around to the left. There would be normally screaming people and really enjoying themselves, but you can't hear it because there's no sound for the recording. And yeah, you can see that the recording, it didn't like recording any of this. I don't understand why. I'm hoping that the next recording is going to come out a lot better than this. And then this is where you haven't seen yet. All the way around here. This bit ended up a little bit jerky. Like as you're actually playing the game, it's a little bit jerky. But I couldn't find a better way to do it, and I wanted it to sort of, yeah, slowly like that. So now we're back on to actually carrying on with the building. This is the area that I end up working on. I end up putting a little dragon in. I first obviously have to find a ride that'll fit. I'll put it a little bit too far close to the wall to begin with. You'll see me move it all around again in a moment when I realise that, oh, it's too close to the wall. So get to move all of that, put all that around. Back up to the top. Eventually I'll do it straight away. I put the path around the edge, and it works out as a nice little area where I get to put loads of scenery and loads of stuff in general. So yeah, there's the dragon I was talking about. I was actually quite chuffed with that. I did try to put in a second one. I just couldn't really find somewhere where I don't think he stayed there. I think he got deleted pretty quickly, that one. Yep. I just couldn't find somewhere else to put it that I liked. So change the scenery back so I can see what I'm doing, and just started putting in all the scenery. This episode is going to be mostly putting scenery in. I know the previous episode I said that this was going to be one longer episode, but it turned out that I had at 500% speed, it was about an hour's recording or something. It's like, no, I'm not chatting for that long. I wouldn't want to watch that. I'm sure you lot don't either, even though there's not many of you watching me yet. But yeah, am I doing something wrong? Are you watching this far? Please leave a comment if you've watched this far. It would be nice to know, because I've got no idea how much of this you're watching. Oh dear. Oh well, never mind. I like it. It's something to pass my time. So screw you. But yeah, I never know what to talk about when I'm doing these. I really never do. Absolutely no idea what to talk about at the moment. You can see what I'm doing. You can see that I'm making places to hide. I quite liked how it turned out here. Actually, so there's there's 4 buildings that I've made. The one that's closest to the gate, I quite like how it turned out with the 2 guards by the door behind it, because eventually there's it turns out to be a little rocky path and there's rocks all around it. I found a little nifty trick here. You'll see me do it later on with the rocks. I found that if I'd sunk the rocks down sorry, still got this little bit of a cold. I found that if I sunk the rocks down underneath the wood, it made it look like it. I don't know. I really like the look of it. You'll see me do it later. I know that I have done it. It's either this one or the next one. I can't quite remember which. And eventually, I end up putting in. I kept getting messages saying that people were thirsty and stuff like that. If anybody is watching, have you had this problem with people getting stuck on the queues for the rides? because before this, so I did record it, but I haven't shown you it. I was messing around with the roller coaster because I've noticed that lots of people had gotten stuck on the queues, and I couldn't get them to move. I tried clicking on them and manually moving them. I tried deleting the track. I did try to get a roller coaster riding at them, but I got bored of trying to do that, so I gave up. Yeah, has anybody else had that? Anybody else got any ideas? I'm not too sure what I'm doing wrong with it. I also still need to put in an ATM somewhere. Maybe that's what I can use the... I know where I can put them. I can put them in the exits, can't I? The exits of this section of the park. So once I finally finish this, what I was going to start doing, I was going to try and... I've already tried it, but it didn't quite turn out right. I'll upload it, because it would be like a blooper episode, I guess. I tried building a section that goes underground with sides around it, and that's where the roller coaster started and goes down and around. And I got it to a point where I really liked the coaster, but then it just didn't look right, so I just stopped and quit the game and just rage quit, basically, because I got bored of trying to sort it out and figure out what I was actually doing with it. So as you do, you know. Sorry. But yeah, any idea? I'm not too sure. See, I don't know I don't know what else to add to it. I still can't decide what else to put around it. So this is where I started finding out about the rocks. So I really like the way that it came out. I really like the way that it looked here. So I think I did it to all of these buildings around here eventually. I find it difficult because I try to record several episodes. I need to just do one at a time, and then I'll stop getting confused. I'll get confused as to what I haven't done so far. So I also noticed that the hat's number was upside down. I don't know why it was like that. That was just weird. Really, really weird. Never mind. Sorry. But yeah. So I really can't remember what I did next. Really can't remember. And I've just watched through this again. I have got no idea. Recorded this such a long time ago. I've just been so busy with work and everything. You know, I'm going diving. I'm going scuba diving again this weekend. I'm getting really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to a place called Vobster. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's in the UK. There's lots of nice diving there. So because it's obviously December at the moment, they do a thing in the winter called Scuba Santas. It's all for charity. You just dress up as a Santa and you go diving, and it's really, really fun because, like, you know, you all look like a bunch of bellends basically. It's just a giggle. It gets me out. It gets me diving, and you know, it keeps me happy. So then I noticed. So this was the point where I noticed there was loads of litter. So I've gone around everywhere and started putting bins absolutely everywhere I could think of, mainly on the corners. One thing I have noticed I haven't done yet. See, that changes later on. It's the next episode. I think I change that bit. So at the back where the stairs are to go to the top, I end up putting lots of rocks around. I like the look of it, but I think it's just too close to the... it ends up too close to the castle, but that's the next episode. So again, I'm back on the rocks around the buildings. Again, like I like the way that it makes it look. It generally makes it look better if you use the bigger rocks. If I use too many small rocks in one little area, it just doesn't look right. It looks weird. It looks really, really weird. Really weird. So yeah. So again, just looking around. I struggled with this episode. I was looking around. No, what should I do? I was trying to fill out the spaces, and I found it difficult. I was really struggling with it at this point. I'm not too sure why I was struggling with it. I suppose towards the end of building this area, I was getting a bit fed up with it because it just seemed to drag. Really seemed to drag for me. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it was too big an area and not enough. I didn't have enough. I'm not creative enough. I didn't have enough ideas as to how to make it look more like a castle. Maybe I've just sort of tried to lock myself into too much of a single sort of scenery idea. I'm not sure, not too sure what I was doing wrong with it. So yeah, sorry guys. But yeah. So again, back with the rocks, just carrying on with the rocks, just hiding them along. I have noticed the park's quite small. I'm making like £2 a month. I mean, like, where's the money coming from? Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. I've been watching other YouTubers, well, say other YouTubers, actual YouTubers. There's a new game coming out called Astromania, something like that. It looks really good. I might have to get that. It looks really, really, really good. I played No Man's Sky, and I really enjoyed that as well. I did try doing a video on top of it, but I find the talking so difficult. Even now, I'm struggling for things to talk about. Hence why I'm talking about a different game. Because otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and say, "Oh, yep," and now I'm doing this, and now you can see what I'm doing. Let's talk about something else. So yeah, so No Man's Sky, I really enjoyed it. It's a shame that everyone sort of seemed to buy into the whole hype of it, because I didn't really get involved in any of the hype for it. I saw some people playing it on YouTube, and I thought, oh, that looks really good. I'm going to play that. I started playing it. Oh, I really like it. I think it's really good. I haven't played it. Apparently, they've brought out a few new updates for it, so I bought it when it first came out. But because I was living in a different country, I had a laptop, and it wasn't powerful enough to play it, so I've only played it a little bit. So I'll have to start playing that again soon. And there were some other games. There was a game called Imperium that I didn't really get to play that much, and there was another game. It's not Rust, but I have got that now. Actually, it was similar. What was it called? Hang on, let me find out. I can't remember what it was. It was something like that. It wasn't Imperium. It was no, not Rust. Sorry, I'm looking through my I am actually looking through my Steam doohickey right now, but I still can't find it. Paul Nation. No, that wasn't it. Kerbal Space Program I haven't played for quite a while actually. I really enjoyed playing that as well. No, I can't remember what it was called. Was it a G? No. Oh, was it an N? No, No Man's Sky. Planet Base, that was the other one. But my other computer couldn't play it, so I haven't really had a chance to play it in the slightest. Because, yeah, so, okay, see, I found that with the red trees, they just don't look right. In the areas that I'm building, I just don't like them. I don't know what it is. So, like I said, this episode is mostly just adding scenery to stuff. I was so gutted that the roller coaster one didn't turn out properly. I've been looking forward to recording that one for ages, because that's the one that's interesting. And it didn't work properly. So hopefully, I have built another coaster. I built it completely differently. I was trying something new, and it turned out okay. But again, I recorded it, but I didn't save it because I didn't like the way it turned out. So I'll load it as a blooper. And you can, that can be like a bonus or something. I don't know what you want to call it. That can be like a bonus episode, as it were. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I'm struggling to keep the to upload stuff as and when it's done. I think it's because so I'll make it, and then the idea is to upload it for the next day. But because of now working and stuff, I don't quite have the time to record everything all of the time. So I think I'll try to stick to every other day, and then then I can keep on top of it a bit easier. Which really frustrates me when I'm trying to watch videos. I find that I'm so impatient. I'll watch a video, and it'll get to the last one, and I'm like, but I want to watch the next one. I want to see what you do next. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. There aren't many of you watching it anyway, so doesn't really matter at the moment, does it? But yeah. So I'm supposed to be going Segway tomorrow as well. That'll be quite fun. So another day of not being able to record anything. Hey, haven't got to listen to more of my shit. Woohoo! See, so like there, remember earlier I was saying about the rocks that, the small rocks that are close together. It's gone now, but it was there. Like, it just doesn't look right. It's at the beginning of that path that I was building on. To the left of the screen now, just doesn't quite look right to me. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, never mind. So I need to find a way. If anybody's actually watched this far, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Please leave a comment. I'm very surprised. Has anybody got any? Have you got any ideas? Because it's probably only you. As to how I can end, like, so as opposed to going, oh, bye, and then just the whole thing just cutting off. Have you got any ideas as to how to end the sort of episode? I could use a little help here. I've never really done anything like this. I've watched lots of other people that have uploaded stuff that are really good, and I don't know. I'm not very good with computers and making stuff with computers and stuff like that, as you can clearly see through my poor Planet Coaster skills. I don't know. I don't think it's that poor. I think it looks all right. I think it's coming out okay. I hope you agree. I hope. Although it is mostly trees. Maybe I should become a gardener. That could work quite well. Yeah, maybe I should just become a gardener. Then all the problems we'll be solving will be millionaires by next year. It would be fantastic. So yeah, I am trying to sort of manage the park as well. I do keep looking at it. Sorry. So I do keep looking at it. At that management screen to try and figure out what I need to place and how much of it I need to place. They're all very thirsty. Everybody's always thirsty. I don't quite understand why. I've got lots of drinks shops everywhere. But I suppose just add more. I need to remember to place the bins in when I add them, because they just seem to just chuck shit everywhere. It's just weird. It makes no sense. So, but yeah, so I actually need to go and pack for diving still. Yes. Well, never mind. I'll get on with it in a bit. So yeah. But yeah, so what other games do you do you play as my one viewer? Hey, one viewer, maybe, possibly, that may have watched it this far. I've got no idea. I have got no idea. But yeah. So I mean, like, what other games do you want to see? Like me play other games, or what would you like? What guide me? What do you want to see? You're not seeing my face. No, that's not happening. But like games wise, what other PC games would you like to see? I can read through my list. If you want, you'll have to ask me to do that. I'm not going through it for the sake of it, because there's about 70 odd games in there. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. I've been thinking about trying to put stuff inside the castle as well. I think at this point I was just looking around the park just to sort of get an idea of what still needed to be done. I ended up building a nice little cottagey styled thing here somewhere, kind of like a cottage. Not really sure what to call it, but it turned out okay. Again, I used the stone trick at the bottom of it, but I can't remember if that was in this recording or the next one. I started finding ways to make the roofs look more interesting as well, or at least I think they look more interesting. Don't know whether you agree. I've got no idea whether you agree or not. Absolutely no idea. So yeah, now you're just gonna get to watch me do the whole thing all over again. I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure that I started putting in the grass and stuff around here as well. Just carrying on like that. I found that with the trees, it hides stuff really well. you get to see me be quite lazy here. I started finding out that with the trees and the bushes you can actually hide quite a lot of laziness, and it makes life a lot easier. It means I have to fill in a lot less space as well, which suits me quite a bit. So this, there it is. This is the point where I started realising, oh, if I just get a big bush. Right guys, so the video is about to end. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening and goodbye.